I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
This should be of use. Then I shall remain by your side. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
If we're to destroy this, we'll have to be from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether it will be sooner or later, it's for the Arisen. To decide.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Fine wares all. The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time.
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
How might I be of service? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if you check the price, just remember, misers die early. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Welcome.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you please.
Just as it should be. Take my leg down. Has to keep a record.
I go along with those.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the full...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
I can't tell you how I suffered at the hands of golems in that other world. I hope I shan't see another for some time.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust? This should help.
What shall I do today? I'm not sure what's best.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
This is beyond me, I'm afraid.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Follow me, if you would.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
Interested in my wares?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
Over here, if you would.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Over here, if you please.
Our duty to see this peace protected.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! suggest you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? I am Sven, the son of Queen Regent Disa. Mother has been acting rather strangely of late. I thought to investigate the matter whilst she was away. I gather 'tis the same for you. I can't imagine what else would have summoned you here. My word! You mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I quite agree.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to... Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be... And 'twould wound my pride to have you be... If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatan.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
Twould seem we've aught we need to hand.
This isn't much to go on.
We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you Take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Pray, make use of the key I gave you to enter the palace. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
Pray, follow me.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Welcome.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Quiet at last.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to make do without us for the time being.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
So, you've come. Captain Brandt bade me allow you passage.
That's it. I've had enough. Now you've done it. I've gone from bad to worse. I'm not seasoned enough for this.
Master? You appear to be carrying rather a lot. Perhaps you ought to set a few things down?
I'm not going to take that from you.
Would that all my days were so charming.
I'll not stick my head where it'll get cut off.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Disa's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
My master told me that the slums hide many secrets. Mayhap we ought to investigate for ourselves.
At last! It all becomes clear.
to put my feet up a moment.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
It is quiet about.
Lonely place. But not without its charms.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Oi, who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. It is none of my concern.
Neglect my ledger.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale